Hi guys, Rajdeep Gajjar here. So how not to fail in CA exams or any other professional exams. So today our topic will be based on this. So let's get started. I have failed many times, so I know what things will help and what things will not help. I'll list 6 things which worked for me. So I'm discussing those things with you in this video. So let's begin with point number 1. So on the top of my list is performance pressure, right? So don't be afraid of failures, right? When you accept that you will pass or you will fail, things will become easy eventually, right? So don't be overburdened with your performance pressure. Don't foresee anything while you are preparing for your exams. Right now, our focus should be preparing well, preparing very properly, preparing with a well structured manner, right? So don't go further in time and pressurize yourself today. So that being my first point, performance pressure. Don't be afraid of any failures. Don't burden your thoughts. Don't overcrowd your thoughts while you are preparing for your exams. Right now, our duty is to study, to learn good things, to learn the things which will be required right now. So be in today, be in present. Don't run forward in time and pressure your thoughts of today. So the first thing is avoiding of failures, avoid any performance pressure of future on today. The second being focus on learning, concept learning while approaching your studies rather than ratifying things as it is termed as rote learning, right? So while you shift your focus out of the marks, out of by hearting something, your focus will shift towards understanding the concepts, right? Approaching a professional exams is more of having an ability to apply those facts, correct? So we are budding professions and not someone who are just running after marks. So have that shift in your focus, shift in the approach. So focus on concepts clarity while you are learning a new subject rather than concentrating or focusing on marks, on passing. So have that shift of focus first, then approach your subjects, approach your studies. So number 2 being have a change in your focus, have a change in your approach from marks to concepts, from passing to understanding and applying those concepts in practical world. Okay, so third being be smart in your approach, right? In second point we spoke about focusing on application, focusing on your approach from marks to applying on concepts. Okay, over here we are talking about being smart in approach. You should know when to switch your approaches, right? When you're initially approaching your subjects, you approach in a way of learning things, concepts clarity. Okay, when you're into your third or fourth revision, you need to shift your focus from learning and then adapting and quickly revising it. Okay, so you should be smart. You should know when to switch your approaches in between your dates, seeing your exam durations. You should be able to adapt for the changes in the approach, right? So the third being when to change, how to change the approaches in between your schedules. So third being be smart in your approach. Don't stick to a particular approach while approaching your studies, while approaching a particular subject. Correct. There are certain subjects which are meant to be learned in a certain way. So approach should be based on that. In every subjects there has to be a change in your approach. So be smart towards that. Third being be smart in your approaches. So the fourth being don't let anyone question your ability. Right? Many a times we see if you face one failure, if you face second failure, 3, 4, 5, people start questioning you, people start judging you. So don't let those outside noise bother your approaches, bother your ability from inside, right? Don't ever question it. You have chosen this field for a particular reason. You know yourself very well than anyone else, correct? So never ever allow any outside noise to bother you from it. Never ever allow anyone to conquer your mind. Never ever allow anyone to question your ability. Don't allow anyone to question your ability. So the fifth point being be truthful to yourself first, right? In the earlier point, we spoke about outside noise. Don't encourage those noise. In this point, I'm gonna tell you, listen to your inside voice first. Be truthful to yourself. I'm not concerned about what you tell to the world, but don't ever lie to yourself. You know yourself very well. You know yourself better than anyone else in this world, right? So never ever lie to yourself. It will impact your path. It will impact your planning. It will impact your journey ahead. It will impact your approaches toward the challenges which you have to face. Correct. For instance, you are having a call with your friends and you are discussing about a particular subject. He tells he has completed 5 topics of that subject and you have only cleared one. Right. So while discussing, you also tell him you also have cleared more than 5 topics in that particular subject. Right. Now you have created a conscious for yourself that I have completed 6, but in fact you have just completed one of that topic. If you are not being full towards yourself, you will not be able to approach that subject in the same manner again. This will be the start of your thought process going negative towards that approach we are talking about, right? So never ever lie to yourself. Be always and always truthful. It will help you in a longer way. You can lie about yourself to anyone, I don't mind. But with respect to studies, never do it. So this is our 5th point. Don't lie to yourself. Be always truthful to yourself. So the 6th and the last point to discuss in this video is having a good plan, right? There are so many sayings, so many quotes out there in the world which emphasizes and which tells you to have a good plan in hand, right? So I'll not be talking much about having a good plan, but I can help you to build a one, right? So you can comment down below and ask me if you want to have a good plan in hand, right? So these are the 6 points which helped me in overcoming my failures. Probably it will help you as well. That's it from my end. Thank you, and this is Rajdeep Gajjar signing off.